Okay, we really gotta be. You guys keep really just excelling at blowing my mind when it comes to this damn series. Because how the hell, of all the series that I start, this is the one that does well. Like, everybody else being like, rate the waifu, that's a little bit kind of okay, but we'll see. MILF Hunter, we don't really talk about that too much. Everything else is kind of alright. Sometimes we might watch it, but not everything else. But literally, this VTuber story is the one thing that absolutely works. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely down for that. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, oh, that sucks. No. Absolutely. If you watch it and you like it, that's absolutely fine. I'm down for that. All the more reason to keep making more of these. So you already know, it's episode 6. You got to go ahead and go hard when it comes to it. And pretty much, we got to see what happens next. So hopefully y'all are ready, buckled in, and excited. Hopefully you got some snacks, got your popcorn, and got your anime waifu body pillow already, because we're about to go in on this story. So, basically, the next episode starts out with me in the student council room, and Toka already blasting with news, being like, Jay, the school staff is planning to remove you from the position of student council president. And my ass is just flipping out like, what? Why? And so Toka is just like, you never been in class, not one time. The rule states that the president has to attend at least once. It might do you some good since you're last. I tried to go to class one time, but I never finished a full class session. I mean, the last time I went to class, I got so frustrated at science that I pretty much burned an entire textbook in class. But my dumbass forgot that when something catches on fire in school, that the entire damn school got to get evacuated. Luckily, no one was hurt or anything, but that I kind of wasted everybody's time with that one. But anyway, point is, I'm just like, this is it. This is the day I fail as president. The day where I'm exposed by being really bad at math, which I IRL really am horrible at math. At least the hard ones. Anyway, Toko's just like, are you even listening to me? And I'm just like, algebra, calculus, arithmetic, trigonometry, porn, plotting lines. And what you're like, wait, hold up. Plotting porn? Wait. Porn? What? Why? Anyway, point is, Toka just, tired of my stuff and just pretty much want me to go to class anyway. So that's when we get to meet Miss Sarutome. Yep, this is the teacher that has to teach me one damn thing at least in this damn class so I can at least keep my position as student council president. And Miss Sarutome, well, she isn't a necessary joy to be around. 16 plus 7, I don't know. 16 plus 7, I don't know. And that's, yeah, pretty much that. I'm pretty much suffering here, honestly. And also, 16 plus 7 is 23. And I totally didn't just use a calculator for that. Miss Sarutome is just like, and to think you're student council president, and yet you can't do basic math. And my ass is just like, please don't lay it into me. Like, the fact that I gotta do any of this anyway is freaking ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. And Sarutome is just like, fine, then let's focus on something else. And I'm just like, okay, thank goodness, because as long as it's anything else outside of math, I am good with that. I can live with that. And so she's like, good. I noticed you've been around a lot of girls recently. And I'm just like, you have? Look at me, look at my bum ass fit. Okay. Look, okay, real fact though, when it comes to school, I used to be like teacher's pet. Like, I didn't snitch on anybody or anything like that, but pretty much I never really caused problems for any of the teachers I had. Won multiple awards for being a good student, honestly, by that, which is absolutely insane. And honestly, all the teachers would believe me, especially in elementary school, all the teachers would believe me more than they would believe any other student in the entire school. That says a lot, honestly. But that was a pretty crazy time, honestly. And even then, even outside of elementary school, like other different schools too, that, like, I never really caused a problem with anybody because, my parents actually taught me better instead of these raging animals you call kids that went to school with me. But anyway, going back to Miss Sarutome saying that there's been plenty of women around me, she's like, yes, there's been rumors saying that you've been having sex with these students. And honestly, right when she says that, my ass is just like, how the hell you know that? So obviously I'm keeping silent just because I want to see what Miss Sarutome is trying to bring up here. And so she's just like, please tell the truth. This is being recorded right now, so be careful about what you'll say. You won't understand even if I told you. And Sarutome is just like, then try. And obviously I can't bring up the courage to say anything. I'm just like, I can't. Literally, I can't tell you, because even if I did, none of it will make sense. And so Sarutome is just like, if you don't want to talk, that's okay too. I'll be sure to get you expelled from here. And so I'm like, whoa, 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 who the hell told you any of this anyway? And Saratomi just like, that's it, keep cursing at your teacher. Also, I'm not at liberty to say, yo, Saratomi is actually a different breed of teacher. Like, she is actually getting into expelling her students. What in the hell? Like, it's never been really realized. Like, I don't think Miss Saratomi is like a horrible teacher or anything, but my goodness, she's enjoying this, isn't she? Anyway, Saratomi is like, I've always wanted to take you down. I knew you were scum. Let me guess, one of the girls is pregnant, aren't they? And I'm just like, no, 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 they're not. They're not, no, none of them is pregnant. What are you talking about? And so Saratomi just like, so you admit having sex with them, I see. And I'm obviously just still objecting to this, like, not true, even though that is kind of true, but I didn't say that out loud, though. But anyway, Saratomi just heads to the door at this point, and she just like, beg as much as you want. Once the McDonald's rap pay me too, it'll be recorded. And I'm just like, what? 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 I'm like, hold up. You mean to tell me that you are willing to get literally McDonald's rap paid by your own damn students, enjoy your time with it, and then still just try to expel and just do it and you add that to injury just for the fun of it? Oh no, Miss Saratomi isn't just a mean teacher, she's a crazy teacher. What the hell? I've never heard of something like this. You can't make this up. Miss Saratomi is absolutely evil. What? So pretty much I'm just like trying to tell her to stop, and she's just about to leave being like, goodbye, Mr. President. And that's when Despair Me kicks in. And you already know, Despair Me ain't playing no games. And I finally get her to stop by being like, stop, bitch! And that's when the entire room pretty much turns into some Zawado type of nonsense, honestly. And the room just was filled with despair and in a demanding presence in less than a second. Honestly, I just Zawado that bitch. It didn't last long though, but the demanding presence pretty much left for a while, and me and Miss Saratomi was just in silence, and then I returned back to normal too, which, you know, thank goodness at least it didn't do anything crazy this time, right? Right? So anyway, Miss Saratomi is just like, please go to the council room, I'll be there shortly. And don't worry about the recording either. I'm like, Miss Saratomi? Like, you sounding kind of weird right now. And she just goes on to be like, wait for me there so we can talk more about this. I'm just like, wait, what are you getting at? But she just leaves without me even, you know, getting filled in on this entirely. So, what the hell is happening? Obviously, my dumbass don't remember what the hell just happened, but you saw what happened. Zawado happened. Dio came through and probably ran a steamroller on her ass. I mean, you can't say ran a train because that isn't accurate. So anyway, Toko, I go back to the student council office, as Saratomi said, and pretty much Toko is just like, so, it might be over for us? I'm just gonna guess that this is Junko's doing. Of course that witch would go this far. And so pretty much at this point, I'm just feeling stupid and sorry for myself at this point, because I'm just like, Toko, I'm sorry for all of this, honestly. Maybe this whole safe haven thing wasn't a good idea. I shouldn't even be president. You will make a better leader than I. And then Toko's just like, what the fuck? Where the hell is this coming from? What? You sure? You honestly couldn't predict any of this troublesome nonsense happening. And so Miss Saratomi just, well, her bitch ass just comes into the room. And now it just, you know, it just feels like it's wraps at this point. And I'm still just being sorry, pathetic ass bitch. Oh my gosh. Stop being sorry for yourself. Anyway. So pretty much all this entire time, I'm just like about to get the, you know, scolding of a lifetime when it comes to Miss Saratomi. And she goes to pretty much to be on like, and Miss Saratomi is just like, you had sex with your classmates and manipulated them in your position. You should be ashamed of yourself. And so my ass is just ready for the firing of a lifetime. And she just like, because, and I'm just getting ready for it, honestly. And then the weird thing happens. Miss Saratomi takes off her clothes and then continues to be like, you haven't manipulated me. And so we all freaking out right now. Me and Toko just like, what the hell are you doing, Miss Saratomi? What the fuck? What? Anyway, point is, Miss Saratomi is just like, oh, am I being too impatient? I'm sorry, I just wanted to let you know you're a good student and a wonderful president. I'm sorry for being so hard on you. I'm just like, what? Anyway, Tokyo just like, a student-teacher relationship like this is... Tokyo, get your dirty ass and mine out the gutter. Please, let's actually think about what the seriousness of this situation right now. And I'm just like, I thought you was gonna take me down. And Miss Saratomi's like, not anymore. I destroyed the recorder, so nothing will happen now. And I'm just like, yeah, but obviously I'm having my doubts here. And so Miss Saratomi's like, you can check the trash in the room in my room if you want to. And so I ordered Tokyo to go check real quick just to make sure that, you know, she ain't lying. So Tokyo heads off, leaving me and Miss Saratomi in the room. Bro, what is actually happening here? Are we actually gonna have a legit student-teacher thing happening right now? So basically, Miss Saratomi is just like, now we are alone. I want to do it with you, but not here. Let's go somewhere else. So we head off to the infirmary, and she's just like, perfect. And I'm really just in my brain and saying out loud, Miss Saratomi, is this really okay? And she's just like, and all of a sudden we just getting intimate with this now. And she's just like, please call me Kiyoshi. Oh goodness, we're on a first name basis. So now her name is so now I can get to call her Kiyoshi Saratomi. Oh no. Anyway, she's like, and yes, I want you to do it with me. And so to myself in my brain, I'm just like, this is weird. Did my spirit do this? Because all this just seems really off. And fair point, it wouldn't even be too weird for me to even think this, considering the fact that, you know, why did she hit a whole 180 on her personality? Is this even what the spirit is supposed to do to people? Who knows? Anyway, Kiyoshi gets on the bed and takes off her clothes, and pretty much she's just like, please teach me how you have sex. I want to be one with you, senpai. And so I'm just like, I don't think that's technically the correct term that we should be using here, considering that you know way more than I do. So what the hell kind of nonsense is that? So, and you're probably thinking, as the viewer of this entire story, you're just like, ain't no damn way this boy's about to clap a teacher, bro. Ain't no way. Well, see, the thing is, I'm the definition of I don't give a F. What we are, the teacher has been getting clapped in this entire time. Honestly, we F'd all night. That's pretty much how it went, honestly. We didn't leave the school. We just kept smashing until we couldn't go at it anymore. Look at the face. Look at her face. That is a woman in pleasure. Anyway, that's pretty much the story of part 1. So now we got to head off to part 2, which things get, I guess you could say, a bit more serious. Anyway, Lumine is just on the bed pantsing her heart out after getting pounded and railed like a lot of times. And so Lumine is just like, 6 times in a row? We're getting better at this. And so I'm just at the head of the bed at this point, just sitting up just like, yeah, I guess so. And so Lumine just like, you okay? You don't sound all that happy. I'm just like, it's nothing. And so Lumine just be like, hold on, let me sit up real quick, because right now your ass sound like you about to cry or something. And so when she does sit up, she's just like, Jay, you're crying, what's wrong? Was the sex bad? And I'm just like, that's not it. It just, what am I doing? And Lumine just like, what do you mean? And so I go on this thing, and so I go and explain. I'm just like, this whole despair thing is screwing with me. I'm just causing problems, and I don't know how to stop really any of this. Like, and Lumine just like, it's not your fault. But still, I can't help but to blame myself at this point with so much honestly happening. And what could potentially happen, and all the possible predictions and futures that's running through my brain and possibilities. And I'm just like, I should have never gotten Samugi's glasses. If I didn't, maybe none of this would be happening. And imagine if I didn't get Samugi's glasses. Good lord, this channel wouldn't even be here right now. Anyway, Lumine is just like, but then I would never have gotten to meet you. Not just me, but Konako would never finally have gotten to meet you either. I get how lost you feel about this though. I'm still trying to find my brother, and when I saw him with the Abyss, I wanted to sink along with my heart. But Paimon and many others have shown me to be strong. That's why even in the hardest of times, you have to fight for others and yourself. I know mentally it's hard. And she even goes on to further explain and be like, and if you need to cry about how hard life is getting, then that's fine. Guys need to cry too. And so I'm just like, you sure that's okay? I really shouldn't be crying in front of you. And so Lumine's just like, who told you that? If a guy can comfort a girl in hard times, why can't it be the opposite? I'm just like, I've been carrying this weight all this time. even before despair, and I just stop myself and I just try to cut off before I go into a whole tangent. And pretty much I'm just like, thanks, Lumine. And Lumine just like, you're welcome. Hey, let's go somewhere to cheer you up. I'm just like, where to? And then she gets up and just like, a place where your feelings can change in a matter of moments. So she got her nutted up ass cleaned up and ready to head out. So pretty much, we head out to a music cafe. And I'm just like, a music cafe? Lumine just goes on to explain, in my travels, I hear wonderful music from different lands. So that music is really different from most I've heard. Leeway especially is well versed in music. And I'm just like, yeah, but why you think music would cheer me up? Lumine is just like, because music can be used for anything. In a way, you're kinda like that. Even outside of sex, you always give everyone a good time. In a way, you're a random like music, giving others a different mood too. After being around me for so long, you mean a lot to me. Lumine, you mean a lot to me too. And so pretty much, I start just hugging Lumine from behind, and Lumine just like, what's this all of a sudden? And I'm just like, I want to give you a cheerful mood. If I'm like music, then I can make you happy too. I decided I won't let despair hurt you or Konako or any other girls. If I have you all, I don't need to worry. Thanks, Lumine. I want to keep you safe, especially from this point forward. And Lumine just like, me too. And so Lumine and Jay stayed like this for a while. In their minds, they were filled with each other and their new special bond driving them forward. They cried, but smiled onward. And that is pretty much the entirety of the story for this one. So yeah, pretty much wanted to go down a little bit more of a touchy route on this one, kinda. And basically kind of go into the inside minds of what Jay is thinking at the current point in time. Like, yeah, this sex is pretty dang good, and honestly, clapping cheeks all the time is nice, but at the end of all this is to hold back to despair, and despair could potentially just pop out of nowhere and hurt one of these ladies, and the last thing we need is to have them be, corrupted by despair. So, things have to be taken very cautiously when it comes down to all this. And honestly, I was really worried to put out this video, mainly because I wasn't sure if this was a good way to go with the story, mainly because I was kind of struggling figuring out how to go from here back in the last episode, but I think we're kind of going in a decent route, so I would like to continue this route. But anyway, so hopefully you did enjoy this one. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification everywhere else. Also follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and like to donate to the channel. Patreon and Ko-Fi is available as well. And until then, this is your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.